Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Elliott now to add the extra point. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now come the Redskins. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown.
Well, there's no doubt that this offense was in desperate need of a quick answer, and they got it. One play, and they're right back in this game.
Because you got the sense if they stalled out here and then another score on the other side to make it a 3-score game, could have gotten ugly. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. This is Ajayi. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. On first down, this is Geis. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
They'll set up a throw. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 46.
Detroit! Detroit!
On the handoff, it's Geis. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll set up to throw. And they can't bring him down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Richardson. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll hand it down to Geis. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll look to throw here. Dumps it off for Geis. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment. But here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll drop to throw. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to make it fourth down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. And Lambo will put this one through, And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On first down, Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Black 58 rail.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Mahomes again. Wide open receiver, complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on first down is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They go play action here on first down. Underneath for Johnson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And Lambeau will put this one through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down here to the 43. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now. 3-19. All right, now look at 56.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. And he's got it up and through. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Detroit! Detroit! No. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Redskins on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. It's brought in by Dodson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. This quarterback now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's taken down inside the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back to throw now on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
The Redskins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Gun!
They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Geis with the carry on 2nd down. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Jameis Olawale, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. So here are the Redskins now, an important 2-point conversion. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Philadelphia getting sent to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Throwing now is Mahomes. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Mahomes now on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Webster. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but doesn't.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football, and at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
They'll start out on the ground with Ajayi. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Left, 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 left!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Aguilar has it. And he's got this down to the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Mahomes now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now a toss play. It's a Ajayi. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Left, 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 left. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
They run with Ajayi. He's to the 10. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Elliott on for the extra point. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And give them a gain of 37. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Black 58.
Back to throw. Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
To throw is Mahomes. Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. The Eagles on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it.